Hey everyone, it's Peter Brown with GameSpot at CES. I'm here with David Politis, Chief Marketing Officer for Xi3 Computing. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Peter. How about you?
I'm doing very well, and I'm very interested in the new computer that was sort of announced today through a partnership with Valve. I just want to get that out of the way first and foremost. Can you explain just a little bit part of why our audience should be interested in this computer? Because it's really interesting, seems powerful, it's really tiny.
Well, okay, so there's a couple things I can talk about, there's a couple things I can't talk about. The reason why your readers and viewers will be interested in what we're talking about today, among other things, is because they're all gamers, and there's over 50 million subscribers on, of course, Steam today.
Yeah.
So what Xi3 announced today is that this new box, which we're just disclosing today for the first time, Piston, is going to be displayed in our booth and in Valve's booth here at CES 2013. Piston is a development stage product that has been optimized for gameplay within Steam in big picture mode. So we believe that gamers that are already tied up with Valve/Steam and are interested in being able to get their games into a big HD platform,
It'll be an easy transition with your
they're
machine.
going to be very interested in that, and that's why we're here, and we think that they'll be very excited about that.
So beyond that, though, there's something special about this PC. You told me it's sort of a modular PC in design, which is true of most PCs, but can you explain why it's a little bit different for the Xi?
Well, first of all, Xi3 modular computers are obviously really different in the sense that, I mean, what is it, the size of a grapefruit, the size of a softball,
Yeah.
right? And so in that regard, it doesn't even look like a computer. We've had people say, oh, nice speakers, or gee, that must be a USB hub. No, it's a full-blown computer. And I'm not going to take this one apart, but I'm going to take apart one of our shipping products.
Yeah.
This is an earlier version, it's called the 5A. And what you'll see here is we've taken the motherboard and broken it into 3 component pieces.
Okay.
We have this I/O plate here. Can you hold that for me? Thank you. And it's a computer, right? And in that regard, what it does is you take the CPU and the RAM and you put it on this center board here, the CPU board.
Yeah.
You put your video and power on this board here, and then on this other board you put, of course, all the other I/O, and you put your internal SSD. So within 40 cubic inches, roughly, internally, 40 linear square inches, if you will, I've got a computer. But because it's modular in nature, that means that when new tech comes out, I don't throw away my old computer, right? I go off and I buy a new board.
Yeah.
And you ship back the old board to us, we put it through testing,
Oh, really?
QA, QC it. If it passes muster, we send you money back and credit.
Okay.
You get to be green because
Right.
this doesn't get thrown away. Whole computer doesn't get thrown away.
Yeah.
We refurb this, put it back in the marketplace, refurb product. So it's designed for business and government and residential use. And tomorrow we're formally unveiling the X7A modular computer, which is our first power user machine, if you will.
Okay. And what actually separates that in terms of the tech?
Well, from a
inside of
tech standpoint, you've got it. I'm looking for this. The 7A is a quad-core machine. It's got speeds of up to 3.2 gigahertz. It's got 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. It's got integrated graphics, 384 discrete class programmable graphic cores.
Yeah.
It's got USB 3, it's got triple monitor support, and they're all SSDs internal, but with the 7A we'll be able to go up to a terabyte, up to 12 gigabits per second throughput.
I'm just curious, how much RAM is going to be on the GPU?
It's none of it. It's all that, I mean, as far
So
as...
there's no dedicated RAM for the graphics card?
Sorry, there is. There's you're talking about cache?
Well, cache as well, I suppose, because you said it's integrated, right?
It is
so
integrated.
Perhaps that's the wrong question.
This is separate RAM, and we'll have 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and that'll be available second quarter of this year.
Okay.
And the entry-level price point will be around $999 for the 7A. And Piston is derived from that, and this is what your viewers want to see, is what's in here. So same basic stuff, but beyond what we've already talked about with the 7A, we're not going to go into more details about the Piston right now.
Okay.
Okay?
So one of the models I know only consumes about 20 watts
Yeah.
Is that this model as well, or is that only for the previous XA5?
The 5A, the X5A is 20 watts. The 7A is going to be 40 watts. So still, if you look at power user computers, 400 watts is like nothing. Gaming computers are 600, 800,000 watts of computers.
Yeah.
You know, if Johnny goes to visit Grandma for a month, Grandma's electricity bill goes like this because Johnny's playing games all the time, right? Not if it's only 40 watts of power.
Right.
So it's really green. You don't have to feel bad about playing games all the time.
David, thank you very much.
Peter.
I appreciate it. For more from CES for GameSpot, check us out on YouTube or Twitter at GameSpot.